Now, what I want to do is when I do this part 4, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what happened when I got locked up, or basically when my relationship ended. I told you about us coming back from South Carolina, how she was already working with the cops and all that, how she was already doing a sting operation and all that. Now, every time that I've posted something online about, when I talked about the men hating on me, about how I looked and all that, about me being a handsome person and being hated on, as soon as I put that joint on there, somebody came right on there and did exactly what I said men do. And you can see, I showed you, I posted on there what the person said. Another dude was like, yo, you just said exactly what he said people do. And it's hilarious. Let me tell you what the person does. Soon as I posted the last video on there, what you think a person do? He come right on the joint and say guilty. This is exactly the type of behavior that happens in America, especially for black men. When I went to trial, that's all they did. Guilty. Boom. The bitch lied multiple times on the stand. I was supposed to have gotten the bitch impeached, and I'm gonna tell you what happens when you get sold out by lawyers, yo. If I don't get justice for this case, all that lying and scheming that these people did on my case, if I don't get justice on my case, not only is this a tragedy for the criminal justice system, but what it does is it destroys all credibility in the criminal justice system. There wasn't none in there anyway. But a law, God, I don't care how you call God. I don't care if you think he was Jesus. I don't care if you think he's a law. I don't care who you think God is. God is going to give me my justice. It's a guarantee. You cannot do this to somebody, period. I don't know if this is something, I don't know what y'all people brain is thinking. I don't know if you're like, we got away with this. You will not get away with this. You will not get away with this. One, you're not going to get away with it because I'm not going to allow you to. I'm not going to allow you to. My life is dedicated now on making y'all pay. And that's $2 million for every year that I was innocently incarcerated. See, you cannot do this to a human being. And there's a minimum, there's a cap that you can have that you could sue in Pennsylvania, and it's $2 million a year. I did 59 months in jail, incarceration, under a form of incarceration. That means that you're gonna pay me my $2 million every year, and I'm not stopping. I'm going to get every dollar of that. You took everything away from me. I lost everything. I lost all my property, and I lost my family. And I lost all the will to even really live for real. And I want people to understand what that means. I don't want people to think that I'm suicidal. I don't want people to think that I'm homicidal. This is not that type of behavior. What I mean is, when I say I lost all the will to live, you simplified my life. My life now is only to make sure that you pay. My life now is only to make sure that the truth comes out and that you do not do this to another human being. You're not going to do this to another human being. And that's why, and that's what the point is. This is what you do. This is what, when you have all those freedom fighters like Dr. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all that type of stuff. I know I've mentioned them a lot, and that's because I follow them. When you have these type of people, you base your life around this type of stuff, yo. They should have thought about that before they played with me. See, I'm not one of them people to play with. You should have thought about that before you played with me. I'm one of them people that you don't play with. I'm one of them people that, you should have, if you had ill intentions on me, if this woman had ill intentions on me her whole time with me, if that was the case, if you had ill intentions towards me, you should have not dealt with me. And when you do something like that, when you have ill intentions and you deal with that, you're going to get everything that come with that. And I'm not going to stop. Another thing, the type of woman she is, she showed up with another man to testify on me. If that was my girl, I would never let you testify on another black man in front of me. Are you kidding me? I would be like, sure, you're not going to do that. I would be like, listen, I don't care how you feel about this situation. You're not going over there and testifying on him in front of me. You're definitely not doing that. I'm going to make sure that he don't come and mess with you or whatever, but you're not going to testify on another man in front of me. But what did she do? She did that. What did God do? I'm going to be a cheerleader for her. I'm going to be Captain Save-A-Ho. You're not going to. I'm going to make sure that she puts you under the jail and all this other stuff. This is corny stuff. This is corny stuff. What you going to do? Now what you going to do? I'm free. See what I'm saying? This is stupid. This was stupid. This was stupid for you to do. And my thing is like, what did you expect for me to do? You ruined my life. What do you expect me to do? What do you expect me to do? What do you think a person does when they can't do nothing? You ruined my life. You put this on my record. You put something on my record that I didn't even do. So I'm facing consequences for shit that I did not do. And it's a domestic case. Think about that for a second, right? In America, I'd rather have shot and killed somebody than have a domestic case on my record. You see what I'm saying? Because this is disgusting work. And I mean that. I would never do this. This is not I fight men, or I don't even threaten people. So I don't even know how I got this charge. But I fight men. I fight men. Yeah, I will fight a woman if I had to defend myself. You know what I mean? But most of the time I run from women. I run from them. You know why? Because I don't want to hurt them. You know what I'm saying? This is the mindset of a diabolical ass bitch where she's like, I'm going to try to ruin him. This is the type, and then all you sucker ass saver hole niggas that protected her or influenced her, you niggas is gonna pay for that, because now I got the paperwork. I have the paperwork. You can't spend this anyway. Anyway you trying to spend this, what you gonna spend it to? What you gonna spend it to? I have the paperwork. What you gonna spend it to? I have it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm posting it. Yo, and I'm going to make sure that I get every dollar that I'm deserved, yo. So, with that being said, let's go past there. And I'm going to put what the guy said, the guilty joint. I'm going to put that stuff up there because I want people to understand, yo, these the type of Captain Save-A-Hole niggas that be out here. These type of dudes is ruining America. Look at what's going on in America. Look at what is going on in America with relationships, with marriages, with women and they stupid ass equality, sexual power and all that stupid stuff. Look at what it has turned into. A mockery. It's turned into a mock. Look what these immigrants have done. Look at what they've done. Look at the type of shit that's happening in our country. It's a mockery. Haha. And when there's a mockery happening in the country and we're weak like this, what you think's about to happen? Destruction. We're going to get struck by somebody else. They looking right at our country like, look at this. Somebody look at this. Here I come. I'm coming to strike. They're looking at our country. Our country's a joke. Our country's a joke, yo. Our country is really a joke, yo. Other people are looking at our country and it's a joke. And it is a joke. Our country is a joke. It really is. It's a joke. When you have these Captain Save-A-Hole ass niggas that don't even look at the evidence and guilty. This is a joke. And honestly, yo, this was the best thing that could have happened to me, yo. And I want to thank y'all for this. I'm not mad at y'all. I'm not mad at the two witnesses and all that type of stuff, or the police and Reinhold and all that. I'm not mad at y'all. I'm not. Y'all gave me a whole reason to press down. Thank you. You gave me purpose. You gave me a purpose, because when I was living back then, I had a complex life. I was living for all these different things. Oh, I ain't living for different things now. Oh, no. I'm living to make sure that nobody else goes through what I went through, yo. I have a very valid purpose now for my life. You ain't never going to do this to somebody else. I'm pressing down. Now, I'm going to tell you what happened. So, in Philadelphia, this is October 13th now. Now, the police never went to my house to search the house. So if they had this information about a gun and all this stupid shit, you never went to the house to search it. Why didn't you do that? I'm going to tell you why they didn't do that. My ex convinced me. This is the type of diabolical behavior that happens with women. She convinced me to spend $3,700 on a place that she knew she was not only going to live at, but she was ruining the money that I had. She was moved me over there, wasted my money over there, and she was already setting me up with the cops. She was never going to live over there. She was never going to be with me over there. She wanted to move over there, take my property and take my money when I was over there, and then put me in jail. Well, she did. We moved into this new place in August. October 13th is when this happened. So we move into, in June, that stupid stuff happened. I moved into another place in August. The police tried to say that I was moving or trying to hide from them when my address is on my license. Never hid from nobody a day in my life. I don't hide from nothing. That's one thing. Hiding is not something that I would do. I want people to understand this, yo. If I don't, like, justice is important. Like, when I say justice is important, yo, Dr. Martin Luther King said, an injustice anywhere is injustice, like, everywhere. Like, you mean, no human being can ever move on, even with their own life, because my life is important. You see what I'm saying? Like, when you do stuff to people, you're only as good as the person as less than you. You cannot think, like, why do you think homelessness is so rampant now? Why do you think that all this stealing and scamming is happening now? Why do you think our country is in debacle? Like, our country is going through shambles right now. Why do you think that there's a 1% is getting richer and the 99% getting poorer now? Why do you think there's no middle class now? Why do you think that? Because y'all keep fucking the world up. Y'all fucking the world up. Not nobody else but y'all. I'm not even part of this shit. I'm so ostracized right now, which is a good thing, because I would never want to be next to you bitch ass niggas. I'm so ostracized right now. Y'all fucking the world up so bad that, look at it. This is what happens when you let bitch ass niggas get positions of power. This is what happens. That's why the world fucked up right now. And until I get my justice, until I get my 10 million, the world gonna get worse. The world gonna get worse, yo. And I'm going to sit back with my feet up and watch it. And when God comes to me and says, listen, man, we about to give you your justice right now. Do you forgive those people? Should I take vengeance on them? Should I strip them away from their family? Should I take every material possession away from them? Should I do that type of stuff back to them? Because you are deserving of that, because this is what they did. They innocently prosecuted you. They did all that stuff to you. They have the same consequences coming to them. Should I do it to them? You know what I'm going to say? You know what, God? I do forgive them. I do forgive them. But no, yes, you should do that to them. You should punish them. And I want them to be punished 10 times worse. I want them to be punished 10 times worse. Every single one of them, from the judge on down. And I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop, yo. There's only one thing that's going to make me not want for them to have that type of punishment, yo. There's only one thing that's going to happen. My ex was so diabolical, yo. She convinced me to buy a house. I told y'all this. She convinced me to move. I didn't even want to move. My lease was up in August. I didn't want to move. I was just going to renew the lease. She says to me, Jerry, I want to get a 2-bedroom so that your daughter can have a room. My daughter comes over every other weekend. She like, I want her to have her own room. This is how diabolical this woman is. She already setting me up. This is what she said. This is insane shit. This is why I know she ain't never gonna be successful at anything but destroying men's lives, yo. Because she said that. This is disgusting behavior, yo. And that's what she did. And she said that to me. And I did. I went and bought a crib for me and my daughter to have, and she took the crib from me. She kept the crib from me. She kept all my property in that crib. I had letters that my mom wrote to me before she passed away. She threw them letters away. This is disgusting behavior, and that's what she did. So when people be like, yo, bro, just move on from it. How? Tell me how I move on from that. What would you do? What would you do? She throwing away I used to read them Jones. Anytime life gets hard for me, I lost my mom. She passed away when I was locked up. So anytime life got hard for me, I read them Jones and be like, all right, cool. She gave me all these pointers and stuff when, in them Jones. I would read them Jones and be like, all right, you know what? I'm a brave the world again. This is the type of woman that she is. She knew what she was doing, and she did it. All that all that forgiving, all that moving on stuff and all that, that's for people that are suckers, yo. That's for people that are suckers, yo. Suckers do that because this is what happens, yo. When you move on, and you make sure that you don't do nothing, you do nothing, you know what happens? It happens to the next man. It happens to the next man. No, I'm not gonna let you do this to somebody else. You're not gonna do this to nobody else. I don't care that Rich Reinhold retired. See, this is another thing. The boy talking about you guilty and all that. The cop retired on my case. He's so much of a bitch. He kept on running. He ran. He's so much of a bitch. He talking about me running. He ran. He retired on my case. Right in the middle of my case, he retired. Yeah, it could have been through COVID and all that, but he retired because he's a bitch. He retired because he was fucking retiring because he's running. He's retiring because I never bought a gun or nothing like that. That gun was never bought at no store. That gun never was bought at no store. And so when they're saying this type of stuff, yo, they're just making shit up. And that's why I want people to understand, yo, when I found my whole case, I found out after I was in jail. I didn't know what the fuck happened to me. You find out this type of stuff after you in jail. I'm looking at this shit like, look at this shit. None of this shit happened. None of this shit that they saying happened, yo. And this is sad work, yo. So I'm gonna tell you what happened during our drive. October 13th. This is a month after we moved into a new crib. I'm about to ask her to marry me and all that. I want people to understand when you want to get married, I have a end to a means. The same way I have an end to a means on what I'm doing right now on suing the city and all that. I have an end to a means. I'm suing the city. I'm putting my book out. I'm putting this stuff online. I'm putting my paperwork out. I'm exposing all this shit. I'm doing this for a means. One, you're never going to do this to somebody else again. Two, I want all my money, period. And three, we're not going to play this narratives. We're not going to put these narratives out on the streets and try to act like you're not trying to put narratives out on the streets. We're not going to do that. So I'm going to put the truth out there. That's what I'm going to do. So see, when women feel like they taking advantage of a man, they thinking that they reeling them in and all that. First of all, why are you taking advantage of anybody? I'm not going to take advantage of nobody. I'm not going to sit there. If I see somebody that's being oppressed, I'm going to go help them. I'm going to help them. I'm not going to let nobody else oppress them. I'm not going to oppress them even more. That's the type of behavior. These disgusting ass women are like that, yo. And you see a lot of women like that in the minority communities because they so hurt. She's such a, like, she probably heard so many names growing up that she's so hurt that she want to hurt other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the type of behavior of these type of women. Me, every time somebody hurt me, I just became stronger. I just became a stronger person. Not these people. They just want to hurt other people. That's corny shit. So she thinks she got me. So this is what she do. She say, I'm driving to Delaware. This is two days from now. I'm going to ask her to marry me. I've been paying for a ring since 2015. I'm going to propose to her because it's her birthday on the 15th. So it's the 13th. It's her birthday on the 15th. I'm going to take the ring out tomorrow. I'm going to propose to her on the 15th. The ring is already paid for and everything. It's just at the store. I literally told them I'm picking it up on the 14th. They knew I was picking up on the 14th. On my receipt, it literally says pick up on October 14th. So I had this planned out. I'm driving to Delaware now. I'm betting on sports for a living in Philadelphia. You could not bet on sports at that time in Philadelphia. So I'm doing it in Delaware. So I'm driving to Delaware. She says, she on her phone, she say, hey, Jerry, I want to ask you a question. Can I go with my girlfriends, to wherever, overseas or some shit like that for my 30th birthday? Hold on, wait, why? I'm like, hold on. First of all, why would you want to go with your single girlfriends? You're the only one in a relationship. All these bitches is single as shit. You got one girlfriend. First of all, I'm not even going to go talk about her girlfriends, yo. I'm not even going to do that because more than likely they knew that she was not only playing me, but doing all this nut shit. And truthfully, this is what I love about the truth. Eventually, the truth is going to come out where they're going to talk about how disgusting that bitch is. So she asked me that. I say, yo, why would you want to spend your 30th birthday, which is a milestone, overseas with single women? Why would you want to do that? You know what I'm saying? I know why, but I'm asking the question. One, and then why wouldn't you want to spend it with your family? I said, look, she say, oh, I didn't know you had something planned. So now I'm like, hold on, wait, what's up? What's going on? What's going on? Tell me what's up. Because I'm a player. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a player about mine. I'm cool. Like, I don't have no rap. I'm not one of them niggas that's gonna be Mr. Softy and all that type of shit. I don't care. If you want to go fuck somebody else, cool. I'm gonna go fuck somebody else. If you want to open up our relationship like that, we can play this game. Trust me, we can play this game. I know you are a woman. It don't matter how fat and bent leg you are. You could get any type of man for real. Because men will hit anything. They'll hit retarded women. Like, this is just normal shit. Men are just nasty like that. So I know you gonna do your thing. But me, I'm gonna do my thing. So don't play with me. You want to open up that door? So in my mind, I'm like, all right, what's up? Tell me what's up. Tell me you want to get some new dick. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what's up, man. So like we can make this work. You know what I mean? Because I want to get married. I'm trying to get married. I'm trying to have a monogamous relationship. I'm trying to do that. So I say to her, I say, yo, what's going on? Tell me what's going on, because you've been pressing marriage since I first met you. This is what you wanted. This is what women do too. They be pressing marriage, and then this is the type of shit that they do. Or after they get married, they withhold sex or stupid shit like that. So you gotta be really mindful, men, on these nasty type of women tactics. So I'm like, what's up? Like, tell me what's up. I'm thinking in my head, you reaching your 30th, we just bought a new crib and all that. This our first crib together moving in. I'm thinking we about to take our relationship to another level. Like, what's up? She gonna say, another level, like, I hope that ain't marriage, because I don't think I'm ready for marriage. Like, mind you, I'm driving in the car to Delaware. I'm gonna drive the car off the fucking bridge. Like, I'm about to drive this. Oh, really? Skrrr. You know what I mean? This is my because I'm thinking like, yo, I know you not about to play with me like this, yo. I know you not. I just paid $3,700 for this new crib. I just paid. Like, I'm not even gonna talk about what I paid for the ring. I'm not even gonna go there, yo. Like, that's disgusting work, yo. I'm not even gonna talk about the ring. I'm not gonna talk about all the money that I've kicked out over the years. I'm not gonna do that, yo. Woman, you told me you want to get married, yo. She picked out the ring. This is your fucking work. You did that. This is your work. You picked out the ring and everything, yo. Now, did she pick out the ring knowingly? No, she didn't pick out the ring knowingly. You know what I'm saying? She would have never knew what, you mean? But she picked out the ring. She knew what she was doing. She knew she was setting me up, yo. So for her to even play with me like that was crazy. So my mindset was, I went right to the casino and left the bitch. I left the bitch there, yo. I'm like, yeah, I'm parking the car. Boom. I just went right back on the highway. Driving back to Philadelphia, yo. I didn't even want to see the bitch no more, yo. This how burnt out I was, yo. Because this is nasty work. Now, I want people to understand this, yo. If you are the type of person that beats women or a domestic violence type of nigga, yo, what would you do, right? When you go upside her head or something, when you slap the shit out of her, right? I mean, you would do that, right? So what did I do? I left the situation. I don't fight women. I don't argue with women. I don't even argue with these bitches, right? So I left the situation. She texting me, calling me all types of bitch ass niggas and all that. She's saying she gonna call my folks and all that, telling them that I left her in Delaware with no money and all this other shit. I'm like, yo, you just said something crazy to me. You the one who's been talking about marriage. Like, I'm like, yo, don't call my phone no more. Boom. I put on block. Boom. So her last text to me resonated with me, because she was like, yo, what type of man is gonna leave they girl? You got me walking on the highway and all this other shit. She taking pictures on the highway. What kind of man leaves a woman in the middle of Joan with no money and all that? She right. I wouldn't do that. She right. So I want people to understand, this is what happens with your heart, right? This one move is the reason why I have a domestic violence case on my record. I want you to know that, yo, because if I should have left her dumb ass there, I would have never had this on my record, yo. And this is how sad it is. Me being nice enough to go back and pick her up and drive her back to Philadelphia is what got me a domestic violence case, yo. And I want people to understand how sad that is, because in the paperwork you're going to read, she gonna say I came back to pick her up and then I start doing all this dumbass shit in the car. This is impossible. This is impossible. Like, logically, this is not even logical. This is not even logical, yo. And this is the sad shit, yo. This is the sad stuff because, first of all, if I was so upset and so violent and so whatever, if I was that much that, I would have whooped her fucking ass, right? Wouldn't I have beat her the fuck up, right? Wouldn't I have dogged her or whatever? So what are you talking about? So I'll go back to pick the bitch up. I'm driving back to Philadelphia, quiet as shit. She trying to pick a fight with me, right? I'm ignoring the bitch. I'm ignoring her. I'm like, yo, you never loved me, yo. I'm just like this. I'm like, yo, you never loved me, yo. Straight like that. Like, you corny as shit, yo. I don't really have no rap for you. You know what I mean? She gonna say, what, like, you bitch ass nigga, all this other shit. She like, I get my cousin to beat you up. Now, if anybody knows me, they knows that I'm a fighter. They know that this is free rec. Oh, what? Oh, please do. This is free rec for me. That means that everything you just did to me, I'm gonna take it out on him. I love this. Do it. You do that. Yeah, call him. I'm begging for you to call him. I want you to call him now. So, boom, I'm telling her, yeah, do that. Call him. She get on the phone with him. I don't even get her to tell the story. I get the phone. Yo, listen, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out when I see you. Yo, come on down to the crib. Like, you mean, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. Like, she said, you could beat me. She says she gonna get you to do something to me. I'ma fuck you up when I see you. So you come on, let's get this shit popping. I know you're not gonna just let her say that and you not come and fill that role, right? So come on down. So she salty as shit because of course he said, I can't beat that bull. That bull will beat me the fuck up. I can't beat that bull. I'm not, you mean, I ain't got no rap for him. I mean, I'm a sucker. So I'd rather testify on him instead of fight him. That's really what it is. And you're going to know that this is the same cousin that vehicular homicided the nigga and shit it was waiting on himself to go to jail and all that. He going to give you every type of excuse he can, but he ain't going to tell you he came to rumble me. That ain't what he going to say. You know what I mean? Because he know he would not be able to do that. There's no rap about that. And this is not no threat or none of that. So we're not even going to go there because this is sad work. If you even look at that as a threat, this is a guarantee. This is a guarantee. This ain't no threat. This is a guarantee, yo. They can't beat me. Straight like that. So she should have never offered it. That's how I look at life. Don't offer something. Don't sign a check you can't cash. Don't say you want to fucking do something. Then when I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And now you all of a sudden run running the cops. No, don't do that. No, you can't do that. They don't work like that. Life don't work like that. So I'm still so thorough enough. I'm still driving her back to Philadelphia. I'm not leaving her on the highway or nothing. We get off the ramp, going to Croydon and shit. I'm on 95. We get off the ramp. We still on the highway. What the bitch do? Jump right out the car. Boom. I'm trying to grab the bitch like, yo, what are you doing? I hear the door. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, bitch? She jumps out the car. I'm like, man, what the fuck, man? I go pull the car a little bit over on the side and shit, on a little ramp and all that. I'm looking, I'm like, yo, where'd she go, yo? I mean, now here we go with all the extra drama shit. Now she on the highway running around, whatever. I'm like, did she go in the field? Where'd she go? There's only one car behind me. So, and I can't really, at this point, I can't really see in it. So I'm like, where the fuck did she go? So I'm looking around, I'm like, damn, man, this is like, I can't believe what's happening right now. Like at this point, yo, I just feel like my life is just completely took a 360 as anybody else would feel the same way. I turn around, I look inside the car a little bit more, and it's a white boy in there with a black chick. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, there go the bitch right there. She in the passenger side of a truck. So I'm like, man, what the fuck, yo? So I go over to the truck, I'm like, yo, get out, yo. What are you doing? Get out. She acting like she ignored me. She looking like that. I'm like, yo, get out the fucking car, yo, what are you doing? I start checking the door handle. The bull gonna look up like, what's up? Now, mind you, he testified at my case. He literally says, like, of course, she spiced up the whole case like, oh, I threatened the person and her, and I said I was going to kill them and all this other stupid shit. And that's not even my swag. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, if I'm going to do something, it's going to happen. It ain't even no rap. And I'm not the type of nigga to be threatening people. That's just not something I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm even going to beat you up or that's it. I'm not even trying to even put my life in jeopardy to try to kill nobody. None of that shit. That shit is stupid. So I tell her like, so he'd say in court that I looked surprised because I did. I was surprised. I'm like, what are you doing in the car? Who the fuck is this nigga like that? But come to find out, he's the cops. Like this is the cops. She's already been working for the cops, working with the cops. This is a whole plan. This is a whole plan, sting thing and all that type of shit. So I'm like, get out the car. So I check the door again. I'm like, yo, just get out the car, yo. I don't even say nothing to the bull. Like, and he say that I don't say nothing to him. I ignore him because I don't know him. I don't even know who the fuck. Why are you even in the car? The bitch do this. She like that. Go, like all this stupid shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? The nigga drive around to me and shit and go and make the left or off of 95 and go. And I'm looking at this bitch like, I'm looking at the car drive and shit. I stayed there for like 5 minutes, yo, just like this. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And it's crazy too because like there's a camera there. Like it's all these cameras out. It's so much like I want people to, even when they see my case with the gun shit, there's cameras everywhere. I have a cell phone. Why like when every person that's been in shootings and shit like that, they know that this to be true. Anytime you shoot in the city of Philadelphia, there's an ecosystem. Boom. They got the shot spotter drone pop right up. The cameras activate, all that type of shit. This is normal shit. Anybody that knows this, everybody that knows this. This is a normal thing. They have a shot spotter in the city of Philadelphia. They have it in Chicago. They have it in most major urban cities and shit. So you got all this stuff going on. You could check my phone to see where I was at. You could do all this shit. Why is none of that happen on my case? You know why? Because it didn't happen. My case just did not happen. It didn't happen. None of this shit happened. The bitch driving off, that happened. What I'm saying to you right now, this happened. Everything else did not happen. All that, he threatened me, shit like that. That shit didn't happen. You need to stop. You really need to stop, yo. And all this, like I'm going to press down until my record gets expunged because this is corny shit. You know what I'm saying? And for real, if you really felt so threatened, why'd you get back in the car with me? Why'd you get back in the car? If you felt so threatened, why'd you get in the car? Why would I drive you back to Philadelphia if I ain't such a good dude? Why would I do that? I should have left your fucking goofy ass in Delaware. Why would I be such a stand-up man to go back and pick your bitch ass up? Why would I do that? See, I want men to understand this so that they don't get caught up in this type of behavior again, yo. If you're in the middle of a domestic shit, yo, and you don't maybe even know what type of time the girl is on, yo, don't ever pick her up. Don't pick her up. Don't do nothing nice for her because everything nice you about to do, she gonna spin it right on you. She gonna spin it on you. And these Captain Save-A-Ho ass niggas, these super tough ass niggas, like I broke a nigga jaw in jail for being super tough. See, it's gonna be dudes that's gonna interject like, oh, he's a this, like they're gonna be like these, oh, he's a woman beater or something like that. First of all, I would never beat a woman, but second of all, you can't beat me. But either way, there's going to be those type of dudes out there that's going to interject themselves. The cemetery is full of niggas that didn't mind their business. The cemetery is full of niggas that never mind their business. And that nigga Jaw is in the cemetery for not minding his business too. Yeah, they rolled on me. Yeah, that's cool. I got rolled on too. I got rolled on. I'm not even going to say I didn't get rolled on. But I didn't get my jaw broke. And no, I never broke a bone in my body. That's not something that happens to me. It's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And I know that God has a way of humbling people. I've been humbled way more than I needed to be in my life. So I can say that with truth that I'm cool on that note. I don't feel like I'm bigger than anything. But one thing I can do is rumble. That's one thing I can do. Another person can't. They not even going to have to worry about that. That's one thing I can do. And the person trying to put themselves in a position to fight me or roll on me or something like that, that's on you. That's on you, yo, because you want to take, that's why I said the last video about innocent people. You over here, you running, getting a battery in your back off of a lie. This is a lie. And you got a battery in your back over a lie. There's a lot of other lies going around, narrations going around over this. That's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to set the record straight. I don't give a fuck what people think about me, but I'm not going to play with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all, yo. I want my justice. I'm going to get my justice. I'm going to get all dollars, all 10 million of that money, yo, and I'm going to get my record expunged, and you never want to play with another person like this again. Straight like that. That bitch took off. Now, mind you, my brain is so burnt out that I really don't understand what happened. So I drive back to the crib. I'm like, damn. I'm like, all right, this went a little bit, like her jumping out the car and all that into another man car, that burned me out. I don't know it's the cops yet. I obviously don't. But, you know, and they still don't even admit that it's the cops, but it's the cops. Stop it. Just cut it the fuck out. So in my mind, I'm like, damn, this is kind of nutty, but this went further than what it should have went. So I write her a note. I'm like, yo, look, I mean, I don't know what the fuck is going on in your mind, but if you want to take a trip, go ahead. Go take your trip. You take as much time as you need away from this until you get your mind straight and we can come back and figure this out. We have a crib together. We have a life together. At this point, I don't know what could be going on in her head, what type of depression or whatever the fuck is going on in her head. She's not communicating with me. Obviously, she's doing nut shit. So I don't know if like what's going on, but we could have communicated with this. This could have been something we could have talked about. You didn't have to set me up. So I don't know this. So I'm like, yo, you come back and we'll talk about what's up. I mean, with that in mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave the situation. I'll come back. I'll come back whenever you calm down. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking this to take maybe a month, 2 weeks like 2 weeks, a month at the latest. You know what I mean? You calm down, you come back from your little trip and all that. And we're going to discuss what the fuck is going on in your brain to make you do some stupid shit like this, right? This is a big mistake. That's why I said to men, like, you know, if you're a man that has a means to an end, like you want to get married or, you know, don't get married to somebody like this. This woman is a piece of shit, right? This is a woman that she's always going to be a piece of shit. When I met her, she was still in people's houses. Like, this is what she was doing when I met her. She's still in people's houses to this day. She's still in people's houses. She still works for a company that's still people's houses. She says she a billing specialist. Yeah, they're still houses. That's the type of, yo, you know, this is the type of shit she on, yo. So, you know, when I tried to save her out of this type of behavior, when I saved her. I paid the rent for years, but like I paid all the bills for years. This is what I did. I wanted to try to take her out of this so she could get a job in a field where she saved lives instead of destroyed them. But she's a life destroyer. These women are life destroyers, yo. You got a lot of minority women that don't love themselves, that are completely insecure. They're going to act like they're not online, but they are. They're going to act like they good women. There's no such thing as a good woman. There's no such thing as a good woman. This woman was a complete disaster. She was a complete disaster from the rip, yo. You know what I'm saying? Completely insecure. You know what I'm saying? It's not as much. I treated her like a queen. The bitch was already cheating on me. I treated her like a queen, yo. Like a queen. I never called her a bitch. I never called her a fat bitch, which she was. I never called her anything that she was. I never did. Because one, I'm not going to do that anyway because I'm with her. Two, it doesn't, like, this is not helpful in the type of relationships because truthfully, we're all losing out here. We are all losing. Every minority in this country is losing. We're losing, and we keep on having actions to help us lose some more. You know what I'm saying? She put me in the middle. Like, I lost everything. Imagine what would you do? Imagine what would you do now? After 59 months in jail, you don't have no property that you had before. I gotta buy everything brand new. I gotta buy a new crib. I gotta buy all this new shit. I don't have my house anymore. I don't have no car. I don't have none of this shit. What would you do now? What would you do? And now you can't even get a job because of your record. What would you do? I hope people will understand that. What would you do? Exactly. What would you do? So I'm gonna tell you that I went. At this point, I still had friends. I don't have no more friends. I don't have no more friends. I don't deal with people anymore. I'm gonna tell you why. So at this point, I still have friends. So I'm calling, like trying to get them to try to mediate the situation, right? Not happening. So I tell them like, yo, well, at least give me my fucking keys back to the crib so I can go in there and grab my shit. Like, I never even grabbed my shit out the crib. So just give me the keys back. She won't even do that. So I'm like, all right, yo, now she playing games. She told me she don't never want to see me again. I don't give a fuck if you see me again or not. Now you gotta at least let me get my stuff. Or what we gonna do with the house? Like, you gotta at least pay me back my money back. So she sends me an email. Now, mind you, we're talking at this time. So I'm gonna show you that she sent me an email stating that she would give my folks back half of the money. So not only did I put up money, my folks put up money. Like the woman stole from my family, yo. Like this, like. You can't even become like, she's so much of a creature that she stole from my family. Like it don't even get worse than this. She stole from my family, right? She sends me an email saying, I'm going to pay your family back. She never pays my family back shit, right? So, all right, cool. You don't pay my family back shit. I pay my family back shit, right? I don't want to even really be in Philadelphia right now because I'm not even emotionally stable. And I know people, I don't know if men understand this, but when you and your girl have arguments and shit like that, like I've been in a long relationship before, I don't do certain things when I'm emotional, right? Because when you're emotional like that and you're not emotionally intelligent, like now I'm so emotionally intelligent, I just don't care. But at this point, my life is completely like it's destructing, like in front of my eyes. So like, and I don't have no money. You see what I'm saying? Like she took all the money out of our joint account. So we have a joint account. She withdrew all the money out of the joint account, right? She withdrew. So like you gotta understand the type of diabolical shit that this bitch did. Mind you, this is my money. This ain't her money. This is my money. She withdrew all that out. Boom. She starts to start to do like what women do, locking shit out, right? All right, cool. All right, that's cool. I don't think that she gonna play with me like this because this is the type of shit that a person would never forgive. So I'm thinking that she wouldn't even do this. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna let her play her little stupid games, but she's going to come to reality that you can't do this to a person. You can't do this to a human being because this is stupid shit. Like, I would never do this to a girl. I would never do this to a girl because I know in my mind she'll never forgive this. And it doesn't mean that a girl, I'm afraid of a woman, but I'm not the type. I don't want a person to hate me for life. I'm not that type of person. I don't do stupid shit to make a person hate me for life. This is stupid shit. Taking a person's all their money, putting them in jail for a crime they ain't commit. 2 cases. I don't care what anybody says or what anybody does. It doesn't matter that you are going to face a consequence for this, because what you should have did was do the right thing and say the truth and not do what you did. You know what I'm saying? That's what you should have did. But because you didn't do that, because you have so much destruction, so much hatred, you so much of a corn, and she Jamaican. This is exactly why her father can't be in the room with her mother. Her father can't be in the room with her mother because her mother is this type of person too. So you, like, men, please, yo, be mindful of these type of women, yo. These type of women are around and they destroy lives, and just be mindful. So I moved down to North Carolina. I get a job down there. I'm thinking I'm chilling. I'm thinking about to start my life back over. I'm like, yo, I'm in Charlotte. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna start my life back over. Like, I'm gonna get over this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in Philadelphia. Like, I'm not in the city where my homies is in. They gonna be like, damn, bro, what's up? Like, I don't even want to answer what just happened. I don't even want to have this on me. Like, I got off of social media and all that. So what I'm gonna do now is, now that you know, now I'm living in Charlotte. This is after October. This is like a week from October 13th. So now it's like October 20th, 21st. I'm living in Charlotte, and I stay down there for a month and a half, and I'll tell you what happened after that, and how I got locked up and stuff like that. And there's a reason why I told you what happened on that day, because I actually caught a case. Like I said, I told people, if you're going through a domestic situation, I don't care what type of sad story, because she sobbed, oh, please pick me up, I'm walking on the highway, taking pictures of on being on the highway. Whatever type of sad story that these women try to tell a man, Don't ever go and try to save these women, yo. Go on about your business, yo, because they're going to line you up, yo. And that's what she did. She lined me right up, and she gave me a case that never happened. And when she did that, yo, like, she ruined my life just from that. You mean? And women think that this is one of those things like, I'm going to pay him back. He's not going to do this to me. And when you do stuff like that, yo, and when you have that type of energy, it's going to backfire on you. It's a guarantee it's going to backfire on you. I bet you it's going to come back and bite you. It's going to come back, and it's a guarantee. And you paid me. That's what you did. You paid me, because I'm going to get paid from this. Because once people start, like, first of all, my investigation gives me all my money now anyway, because I found out, obviously, that this case was a illegal case. This was made up, and I was being set up. So that right there is enough for the payment. But honestly, yo, the money means nothing to me, yo. The money means nothing to me. You're just not going to do this to another person, yo. Simple as that. Nobody else, no other male is going to be set up by no woman after me, yo. I mean that, yo. I'm going to make sure that it doesn't happen to another person again. And I'm going to be literally the male spokesman of women doing nut shit to men. I'm going to be the male spokesman. I don't care what nobody say. It's going to be my face. You're not going to do that again. So, and it's going to be my face on bucking against the system, bucking against the police, bucking against all that, because I'm gangster like that, and I'm really built like that. So, that's it. And I'm gone.